What's up guys, and welcome back to Tech Plant. Today I'm going to tell you how I spent a whole lot of money trying to buy rare plants on eBay. So let's see how that all turned out. Alright, so this is how the packages came in the mail, and for spending that much money I actually expected something a little better than this. And on top of the crazy weather that we had in Wisconsin, I was actually super worried about these plants. So let's just take a look and see what kind of damage we have. When I opened this box, I wasn't sure which plant this was going to be, but I was a little concerned because it is beat up. For the amount of money I spent, I guess I didn't spend a crazy amount, but to me it's pretty expensive for a plant, and I would think that the shipping would be okay, but it's kind of lazily put in here in my opinion. I mean, they're just kind of like balled up in some tissue paper and newspaper and just thrown in a box. This one ended up being the Monstera Adansonii, and this was one of the cheaper plants. I think this was like 25 bucks with shipping, so not terrible, but whatever. It looks okay and it seems alive for now. So let's take a look at the next box. Since we obviously unboxed the one Monstera, this next one is going to be the Mini Monstera. Its scientific name or Latin name or whatever you want to call it is also the Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma. I believe that is it. I cannot say it very well and fast, but Mini Monstera is going to have to do. This box was kind of damaged, but it didn't look nearly as bad as the other one. But this one ended up also being pretty beat up. Actually, this one was very disappointing. I didn't expect it to be so beat up. For a second, I did think that I got some like bonus plant because there was an additional box, but he was just using that as, I guess, filler. But yeah, for spending almost $60, $65 I think was the total with shipping, you would think that this thing would come a little better, but whatever. I don't know what to expect when mailing plants, so again, I can't speak too much about it, but I was a little bit disappointed, I guess. But whatever, they survived the cold, and I have them in my possession now, so we'll see if I can keep them alive in the next week or so and continue to grow them. So now that I have them out, let's just kind of assess them and kind of see how they look. This one, again, is the Monstera Adansonii, and it looks pretty good. It almost has a little yellowing in some spots. It's kind of torn up and beat up, but again, I guess that's to be expected with the lower temperatures and just the mail coming through the mail, but it's not horrible, and I think it's gonna live. This plant is pretty cool. It does have some new growth on it, so I'm excited that it shouldn't be under too much shock, I guess, from coming through the mail, so it should do okay. I did leave these plants sit for about a week, and I probably shouldn't have because I think they kind of got damaged between me like trying, I don't know, maybe me watering them, keeping them too wet in that paper towel, I'm not sure, or maybe just shipping caused all the issues, but I don't know. They don't seem to be that healthy, but we're gonna repot them anyways. I gave them about a week break to just sit there, so now I'm gonna repot them. I also kind of chose to break these apart, and they already were, so these were clearly 3 separate cuttings that they kind of bunched together into one pot, which is pretty normal, but I do want to separate them out because I'm a little nervous about this plant, and I'm nervous that I might kill them, so I want to kind of like spread my chances across different pots and have one in each pot, so maybe somehow, well, if I kill one, I can learn from those mistakes and keep the other ones alive. So I don't know, it won't look as nice at first, but I think it gives me the best chance for success. For houseplants, I really do like using just this basic Miracle-Gro stuff, and I like mixing the cactus mix with just regular indoor plant mix. I think it gives you a pretty good balance for water retention and drainage, and most of my plants seem to do pretty well in it. For the soil, I just do pretty much a half and half mix. You could probably do a little more cactus mix because it's just going to give you that better drainage, which I think is always good for houseplants because more people kill plants by overwatering than they do underwatering. So the more drainage, the better in my opinion, at least for indoor plants. Another quick tip, maybe this isn't good, I haven't really figured it out yet, but I started putting like 1 or 2 sheets of toilet paper in the bottom of my pots just to keep the soil from falling out, and it seems to be working pretty good, and I think over time it'll dissolve and stuff, and it shouldn't cause like any issues with the roots. So I don't know if you guys want to adopt that, or if you've tried that, maybe let me know in the comments, but I seem to be liking it. It's very simple, very quick, very cheap way to kind of plug the holes but still make the drainage excellent. So yeah, I'm just gonna pot these up in separate pots, and hopefully they do pretty well. I give them plenty of space to grow extra roots, so they should be good. I'm also planning on doing a lot of like cuttings from these, so I just want to get 3 like main vines going so I can start making cuttings and really getting my production up so I can have quite a bit of this. I really like this plant, and I would like to have multiples and possibly do obviously giveaways or just help other people get into this plant. So that's my plan. I want to kind of have 3 different vines I can kind of farm from and then create more from there. Alright, now we're back to the Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma, or the Mini Monstera, and this one is honestly the one I'm most excited about. I probably should not have spent this kind of money on a plant, especially coming through the mail, but I really think it looks pretty awesome, and I like that it's a little more viney but still has that Monstera look. And honestly, it's kind of like the up and coming new popular plant, and I kind of did a little bit of FOMO, and I don't know, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but I am glad to have it added to my collection. So just like the Monstera Adansonii, I'm gonna just pull this out of the soil that it came with and kind of get rid of that soil, because I don't know if there's bugs in it, or who knows what the seller had going on in their location. So it's always nice to give it new soil, and I want to check kind of how the roots are and kind of see what we're dealing with. This cutting actually kind of sketches me out a little bit, because there's like 2 spots where the roots are coming from, and the roots are very like kind of firm and stick like, and I'm fearful that they could snap off. And just, I don't like any sort of plant that only seems to have like 1 or 2 spots where the roots are connected, because if that one spot breaks, like, there's good chances for your plant to die. However, I did notice that there is a new root starting on the kind of like the base. It could be an air root, I don't know, but I'm gonna plan on planting that part into the soil. Hopefully it turns into more of a soil root, and it can also add into sustaining the plant. I'm gonna use the same soil mix that you saw before, just the cactus potting mix and the indoor plant mix at about a 50-50 ratio. So that should be just fine for this tropical plant, and it'll have good drainage, but yet it should retain enough water so it's not drying out too fast. I also tried snipping the end off again, hopefully like creating a spot that roots might want to come out. However, once I did that, I instantly regretted it, because it's actually cut very close to one of the main roots, the one of 2 roots, and I'm worried that as it calluses over, it might kill off that spot where the root is, causing this plant to suffer even more. So really think about things before you start cutting, because it's kind of like the measure twice, cut once. You know, think about what you're doing twice before you cut, because you could kill your plant. Again, you've probably seen this in some of my really old videos, but this little air blower is pretty cheap on Amazon. It's used for photography. I use it for my cameras, but it works fantastically well for blowing off a bunch of like loose soil and stuff that gets stuck to your plants, and it really helps you kind of clean up your plant excellently once you finish potting it. I really love this thing. I definitely recommend picking one up. It's just nice, easy, and it's fun to blow. It also is really fun for annoying people, because you can kind of sneak up on it and just like blow it in their face, and it just, I don't know, I like to annoy my family members, so it's always fun having this thing. And so here it is all potted up, and hopefully it will continue to vine and thrive, and I can do the same thing I'm going to do with the other Monstera, where I can get a few like mother vines going and kind of have clippings to send out to people. Something I did kind of learn from this process is when your plants do have new leaves starting, like you can see here, they're very tender and they're very soft, and they can be damaged extremely easy. This little piece was beautifully perfect coming out of there, but I wasn't paying attention, and I kind of damaged it a little bit. And it's going to be fine, but it's just going to have discoloration and like nick marks in it, which isn't the end of the world, but be conscious of this so you don't damage your plant. Alright guys, that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you thought it was interesting. Maybe it will encourage you or discourage you to order plants off the internet based kind of on my experiences. So far they are still alive, and they are doing well and producing new growth. The the Monstera, the Swiss cheese plant, it's doing pretty good. Some of the leaves are kind of yellowing and looking a little weird. It still might be shock, I'm not sure, but hopefully they'll do okay. However, the Mini Monstera, for ease of names, is doing quite well. It's got new growth starting again, so I'm super excited about that one, because that was the more expensive one, and that was the one that I did really want, so it should do okay. As far as other updates in the grow room, I do want to show you one cool thing. I've had a Birds of Paradise that has been trying its hardest to produce a new leaf this whole time, and it finally did and started unfurling. And so let me just show you this real quick. Just look at the size of this thing. It's quite beautiful actually. Because it's brand new, it's got quite a spectrum of green. Like, it's very light where it's kind of freshly unfurled, and very dark here. I've got a leaf here, and up top we got this leaf too. So I don't know, I'm excited that this thing is actually growing still, because I almost killed it once by letting it get way too dry. But anyways, it's doing good, so that's like another little update in the room. I also have the banana plant doing well. I replanted it in a new pot, and I got a bunch of other stuff going well. I did pick some winners from last video, but only one person like responded with their address. So I do have your plant packaged up. I'm going to send it out tomorrow. And I think because the other 2 people did not respond, I'm going to pick 2 new people. So check for notifications, because I'm going to let you know in the comments my email address. You can email me, and then for verification purposes I might make you like comment underneath that with some like number I give you through the email, just to make sure somebody else doesn't try and steal your winnings. But anyways, I do have a plant ready to be shipped tomorrow to one of the lucky winners. So yeah, I hope you're excited as a winner to receive this. So it should be cool, and I packed it quite nice, so it should make it in one piece. But anyways, that should do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't enter that giveaway, maybe I'll give you like an hour from the video of this posting to choose another winner, so you might still have a chance. But anyways, as always, may your plants go strong and healthy. I'll see you next time.